In the shadowy depths of Cold War America, a sinister experiment was unfolding. It wasn't the plot of a Hollywood thriller, it was real, and it was happening right under our noses. The year was 1953. The CIA, America's clandestine intelligence agency, launched a top-secret program that would send shockwaves through history. Its code name? MKUltra. But this wasn't just another spy game. This was something far more insidious. The goal? To crack the code of the human mind itself, to bend it, shape it, control it. Imagine a world where your thoughts aren't your own, where your actions are puppeteered by unseen hands. This wasn't science fiction. This was MKUltra's endgame. The methods they used were as brutal as they were bizarre. LSD, the mind-bending psychedelic, became their weapon of choice. But it didn't stop there. They threw everything at the wall to see what would stick. Hypnosis, electroshock therapy, sensory deprivation. Nothing was off limits in their quest for mental domination. But here's the kicker. They didn't ask permission. They didn't seek consent. The subjects of these twisted experiments? They were often clueless pawns in a game they never agreed to play. Who were these unwitting guinea pigs? Some were prisoners, locked away and vulnerable. Others were psychiatric patients, already struggling with their own minds. But perhaps most chilling of all, some were just ordinary people, your neighbors, your friends, maybe even you. Picture this, you're walking down the street minding your own business. Suddenly your reality starts to warp. Colors intensify, sounds distort, your thoughts spiral out of control. You've been dosed with LSD, courtesy of the CIA, and you have no idea what's happening to you. This wasn't just about gathering intelligence. This was about reshaping the very fabric of human consciousness. They wanted to break people down, strip away their identity, and rebuild them into something controllable. For over 2 decades, MKUltra operated in the shadows. It hid behind a labyrinth of fake documents and false identities. The truth seemed destined to stay buried forever. But secrets have a way of coming to light. In the 1970s, a Freedom of Information request blew the lid off the whole operation. Thousands of files were exposed, revealing the horrifying scope of the program. The US government couldn't deny it anymore. They had to admit the unthinkable. MKUltra was real. But even as they confessed, they were busy covering their tracks. Most of the records were destroyed, burned to ashes along with the truth they contained. To this day, we don't know the full extent of what happened. How many lives were ruined? How many minds were broken? The answers are lost to history, consumed by fire and buried under layers of government secrecy. But what we do know is this: MKUltra happened. It wasn't a figment of paranoid imagination. It wasn't the ramblings of tinfoil hat wearers. It was a cold, hard reality. And it serves as a chilling reminder. Sometimes the most outlandish conspiracy theories aren't theories at all. Sometimes the truth is stranger and far more terrifying than fiction. The legacy of MKUltra lives on, a dark stain on America's history. It raises uncomfortable questions about the limits of power, the nature of consent, and the sanctity of the human mind. What other secrets lie buried in classified files? What other crazy conspiracies might turn out to be horrifyingly true? MKUltra teaches us to question, to dig deeper, to never take the official story at face value. Because in a world where governments can secretly manipulate minds, where reality itself can be warped by shadowy agencies, nothing is truly impossible. The line between paranoia and prudence becomes blurred. Think about it. If they could do this in the 1950s, what are they capable of now? With advances in technology, neuroscience, and psychology, the possibilities are both exciting and terrifying. Could there be modern-day MKUltras operating right now, hidden from public view? Are we all unwitting subjects in some grand, invisible experiment? These questions might sound paranoid, But after MKUltra, can we really afford to dismiss them outright? The human mind is the final frontier, the last bastion of true privacy and autonomy. Or at least, that's what we like to believe. MKUltra showed us how fragile that autonomy really is, how easily our most intimate thoughts and behaviors can be manipulated. It's a sobering thought. Every time you feel an inexplicable mood swing, every time you make a decision that seems out of character, a tiny voice in the back of your mind might whisper, "Is this really me, or am I being controlled?" Of course, it's important not to let this knowledge paralyze us with fear. The world is complex, and not every shadow hides a sinister plot. But MKUltra teaches us the value of healthy skepticism, of questioning authority, of fighting for transparency, because in the end, knowledge is power. The more we know about programs like MKUltra, the better equipped we are to prevent them from happening again. Sunlight, as they say, is the best disinfectant. So the next time someone dismisses a crazy conspiracy theory, remember MKUltra. Remember that sometimes the truth is crazier than any fiction. Remember that in the murky world of intelligence and power, anything is possible. MKUltra may be over, but its ghost still haunts us. It's a reminder that our minds, our very selves, are precious and vulnerable. It's a call to vigilance, to never stop seeking the truth, no matter how uncomfortable or unbelievable it might seem. Because in a world where MKUltra could happen, where governments could secretly dose citizens with mind-altering drugs and experiment on the unwitting, what else might be possible? What other dark secrets are waiting to be uncovered? The story of MKUltra isn't just a historical curiosity. It's a warning from the past, echoing into our present and future. It's a reminder that the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and that the battle for the sanctity of the human mind is never truly over. So keep your eyes open. Question everything, and remember, sometimes the craziest conspiracy theory isn't a theory at all.